So, hi everyone, welcome to the new chapter. In this chapter, we will learn that what is the Google Search Console, and I'll give a complete overview of this. Before we start, this is just a hygiene which needs to be kept in mind that whenever you create a website for anything, be it a blog or a service or a product that you are selling, this is the basic hygiene that we need to do is to connect the Google console and analytics with the platform to start getting the data right from day zero, right? Now, before we start on, I would like you to give a very bookish definition that exists on Google. So, what is a search console? Google Search Console is basically a free service that is offered by Google that helps you monitor, maintain, and troubleshoot your site's presence in Google search results. A lot of people ask me that what is the difference in Google Analytics and Google Search Console, where they both more or less have an overlap kind of a behavior. Well, Google Search Console is, in a very layman terms, is a process where once your website is created, it will have suppose 6 pages, right? Home page, product page, contact us page, and so on. All the pages needs to be indexed on Google. Google will not catch your pages by itself. It can, but again, as I said, it's a hygiene that on Google Search Console, once you uh, have the sitemap linked with Google Search Console, the crawler will start crawling onto your website and will eventually index your website so that anybody who searches about your website or about something that is related to the product or service that you're selling on their website is will be visible in the search results of Google. That is Google Search Console. Whereas Google Analytics is broadly which is capturing what is happening inside your website, right? Right from your impression to number of users that are coming in and so on. So Google Search Console is basically resolving for if you have the broken link, if sitemap is not working, if something has gone wrong with your website. On technical level, Google Search Console is the go-to. Whereas if you are struggling to bring in traffic, where are you stuck? What are the problems you're facing? What are the things happening on your website? What is popular? What is not? That is what Google Analytics is resolving. Without wasting any more time, let's jump onto Google uh, Search Console. So it's simple. Just go to Google Search Console. You need to first map it with your website. So want to add a property here, you can do it. You just need to click on add property and it will ask for a domain or a URL prefix. This is a website. I'll just copy it and do it. Security things. Yeah. Continue with it. Right. So there are these different methods that we need to use. So one is doing it via HTML, the other is doing it via Google Analytics, Google Tag Manager, domain name provider, HTML tag. The easiest of all is if you have already installed Google Analytics or Tag Manager onto your website, you have to just use this here. So starting from this space, as an overview, you can see that yes, this is also showing us the total number of clicks that has happened onto the website, total number of coverage. This is not coming under Google Analytics, and what this is exactly showing is that there are 57 valid pages and 0 pages with error. So suppose there are broken links. um Take an example, you have written a blog and then you wanted to remove a blog and you did it, but it has not been done perfectly, so it will show a 0 page error. It will show 1 page error then, right? So this is the technical side of it where it shows the errors that is there. Enhancement means on the website being used on the mobile, used via AMP, how is it looking there, right? So here we can see it's 43 again without error. So this is, I think, just an overview. Let's move forward. In the performance tab, you will see the total impressions and the clicks, the average CTR that is coming in, average position, that is there. This is for the last 3 months. You can edit it. This is for web. You can do it for mobile and so on, right? So a lot of permutation combinations can happen here. Now, what are the additional elements that can actually help you from the marketing perspective is you get the queries. What kind of queries are actually triggering the search for your website? So I have a lot of PDFs on my website, a lot of books from other authors and all. So those kind of keywords are really working for me. Which are the popular pages that are getting the clicks that you can identify from here. Which is the country? This again is there in Google Analytics. Device is there. Search appearance is there. Search appearance is okay, not that very important. Dates, that on which date how many clicks happen. So very detailed this thing is there, but I think for you queries and pages are two of the most important elements which were not captured on Google Analytics dashboard. And these all keywords can help you identify that what is working, and you can uh, create a pathway of what kind of content you need to write, right? Coming to URL inspection is nothing. It's basically if you want to inspect any of the internal new URLs, or you have written a new blog, you can paste it here and you can inspect. On clicking inspect, it will basically show that whether that blog has been indexed or not. So let's do one together. So this is my blog. Suppose I want to see this one. I'll copy this URL. I'll go inside this and I'll paste it. Click enter. So it will tell me whether this link has been indexed or not. So it is saying that this URL is there on Google and it is linked, right? So this thing is there. Moving to the next part, the index. Index basically has three elements. One is coverage, one is the sitemap, one is the removals. Let's go to the coverage part. Coverage part basically tells us that crawler, which is currently from desktop perspective, how many are there which is valid, how many of them that has been excluded, right? So excluded means these are the pages that were intentionally not indexed. These pages won't appear on Google, but that was probably intentional. Click into a row, into a table to see details, right? So it shows that 126 pages have not been indexed, 57 has been indexed. So we can do the indexation again once. So my personal suggestion is that indexation should happen every month if you are a very aggressive blogger, and maybe after every content also you can do it, so that you are assured that your content is being indexed and it is visible on Google. Let's go to sitemap. So it is saying that I can submit a new sitemap and again check in that uh, how many, whether my pages have been indexed or not. So what is exactly sitemap? Let's look at it. So suppose I'm there in my website, and what I need to do is basically I need to identify whether I have been indexed or not, right? So I'll go here, I'll copy this and I'll write it here, enter. So it is telling me that I have already submitted the sitemap on these dates, and it contains 4 sitemaps. I have created it via Yoast SEO, right? And so broadly what I see that the sitemap has already been submitted, but I'll choose one, and this tells me that how many links are there in that sitemap. So this XML has 18 URLs, right? So we can cross check it, and you can again create a new sitemap on Yoast SEO. Again, this is beyond the scope, but just from an overview perspective, we can easily create XML sitemap. There are various free websites. You just need to go and type XML sitemap, free XML sitemap, and there will be a lot of websites that will come in. You need to create a XML, this kind of a link for your website, and you need to go and submit it here, right? So for example, I go to sitemap, I need to again paste it here and I click submit. Once I do that, they'll take, I think, some time, and the status will come, and how many URLs uh, under this is visible, that will come in, right? There is also an option for removal. If you want to remove a URL, if you feel that there is wrong information or that URL is not required to be shown, you can place a request and it will be removed. Enhancement, core website data. So what it tells me that there are certain URLs that are really poor, and we can run a we can run a page speed insight to see where my website stands right now. So if I click it, I land here, and this is showing me mobile and desktop. On desktop, my performance is currently 62. On mobile, it is 27, which is really bad. If you scroll down, you would be able to see where the time is getting eaten up, and you can get this thing rectified by getting in touch with a developer, a WordPress developer, and he'll ensure to increase the speed of your website, right? Uh, so this element is very important. Both the elements should be above at least 80 to 85 for your website to load in a second or so, and that is where Page Insight gives you a very good insight in terms of where is your website heading, right? So that is core vitals. Mobile usability, again 43. AMP, no issues because I think I'm not using AMP. Site link search bar, it is similar as mobile usability. So that is enhancement for you, and I think inside this mobile usability is core web vitals is something which is very important to us, right? This we can just cross check. It will tell us if there is any issue, if it will also tell us if there is any security issue. And coming to the links part of it, total linked pages. So internal there are total 2000 links, external there are total 9 links that are there. So good that it is coming from this. And the top linking site is digitalmukulji.com. We must have exchanged links. So going to settings, we can see that I'm an ownership verification you can get here. Nothing much to be discussed at this space, but overall, I think you got an idea of what is Google Search Console. And I think broadly, it is talking from the aspect of how many links it is covering, what is the sitemap currently showing as a status, if you have removed any link. So this is all a part of indexation, which I was talking about. Um, Enhancement, the core web vitals are the most important of all, and links are important because this will show you that which are the top link pages and are top linking sites. Internal links will show how many internal links are there, right? So apart from this, I just wanted to show you one more thing, and that is if you are a WordPress user, right? And if you want to activate your sitemap, you need to go to Yoast SEO as a plugin. So you need to download that plugin, Yoast SEO. I have already downloaded it, but I'll still show you. So the indexation on this is very seamless if you have the Yoast SEO plugin. So you just need to download the Yoast SEO plugin, and once you have done that, you will see the SEO appearing here. Click on it, go to General, go to Features, and you will see that your XML sitemap has already been activated. That means whatever content that you are writing is automatically getting indexed because of Yoast SEO. If Yoast SEO was not there and if you would have not created it on WordPress, you would have had to done it manually on creating the link, then uploading that into the sitemap, then uploading the sitemap again to index the link. But this feature is making it so seamless that even I was not aware that my all the blogs are getting automatically indexed, which is really good, right? So suggestions is try to keep all this SEO analysis and everything on, because this will help you to analyze where your posts are as of now. For example, why I am linking it with Google Search Console, because everything is getting backlinked, right? So on your right hand side, you can see it needs improvement. This is good. This is SEO score. This is the readability score, and this is sharing. So SEO score, if this is not green, that means your title, description, keyword tags, other things have not been updated. So irrespective, you might be getting traffic, but it's not in the best of condition right now, right? So try to make both greens as much as possible so that you are at par as far as SEO aspect is concerned. Otherwise, you might be writing a lot of content, but you might not be optimizing it, right?
So thank you so much. See you in the next course.